Hello, everyone. My name is Alejandra Garcia, and I have completed my assignment on IEPs, which is the Individualized Educational Plan. So, what exactly are IEPs? At a glance, an IEP is a legally binding document assigned to a student with a disability that impacts their ability to learn while in school. And the purpose is to provide learning accommodations that empower the student to benefit from their time spent at school. So, IEPs were first introduced in 1975 when Congress passed legislation that give children with disabilities the right to attend public schools. Today, IEPs are part of the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, also known as IDEA. This federal law entitles all children with disabilities a free, appropriate education. So, children who qualify must be provided with an education that meets their unique needs, provides access to the general education curriculum, and meets state grade level standards. So, who exactly needs an IEP? Students who are eligible for special education services need an IEP. Some of the common reasons include autism, deaf blindness, developmental delays, emotional disturbance, hearing impairments, intellectual disability, speech or language impairment, orthopedic impairment, other health impairment, specific learning disability. This is just a few of them, there are a lot more. So, how exactly do collaboration and IEPs go hand in hand? Well, the IEPs create an opportunity for teachers, parents, school admin, related service personnel, and students to work together to improve the educational journey of children with disabilities. But in order for it to effective, all stakeholders must come together to look closely at the students' unique needs. All these individuals bring knowledge, experience, and commitment to design an education program that will help the students be involved in and progress in the general curriculum. The IEP guides the delivery of special education supports and services for the students with a disability. Writing and implementing an effective IEP definitely requires teamwork. As I was doing research for this assignment, I came across this infographic and I really like it because it really lays out the roles of everybody that it can be at a IEP meeting. Because sometimes when your child is in special education or when you are in a meeting, it can be very overwhelming for everyone, not just the parent. And this really tells you what each role is for every individual. So on the left side, we see who is on your special education team. So it really asks, who are all these people? Why are they all here? What do they all do? So at every IEP meeting, you must have a parent or legal guardian, a gen ed teacher, a special education provider, district representative, and a person who can interpret evaluations. Of course, this can be different for all the districts because everybody has their own different policies and procedures. Overall, there is specific guidelines that people have to follow for IEP meetings. However, districts can implement or add on to that as well. On the right hand side, we can see all the different stakeholders and their roles and responsibilities. I'm not going to explain every single detail, but you can really see how everybody has something to provide. Everybody is valuable on this team, and it is important for all of them to collaborate together to benefit the student. With this specific page, I like how it says at the bottom of each category, it says your classroom teacher is, you can reach them at, because sometimes parents do feel overwhelmed. However, this can be like a little cheat sheet for them, and they can write down who each person is for their students IEP and how they can communicate with them. Parents and guardians. Parents are by law equal members of their child's IEP team. They may not be an expert about special education, but they are an expert about their child. Therefore, their input helps the team assess the child's skills and develop the IEP goals. So, parents are really a key member of the IEP teams because they know their child very well and can speak on their strengths and needs, as well as support ideas that can help support their child's education. They provide insight into how the child learns, what their interests are, and other aspects that only really a parent knows. They can share suggestions and even share if the skills their children are learning at school are being applied at the home setting. School psychologists and counselors have a lot to offer on the IEP teams because they both are involved in assessment processes. And even though they have different emphasis on orientations, they really complement each other. School psychs often emphasize the use of quantitative approaches to measure ability and academic skills, while counselors often use developmental and qualitative approaches to assess personality characteristics, interests, and aptitudes. But when these two approaches are combined, they offer a more comprehensive picture of a student than either approach alone. The IEP process allows the opportunity for school psychs and counselors to collaborate. They can also work together to include family counseling, parent trainings, and the development and implementation of behavior management programs at home and at school. I really wanted to include this quote that says, "Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much." IEPs is just one example of how school psychologists, counselors, and parents and school staff can really collaborate together for the benefit of the child.